Hi, it's Mark at FBA2USA. Come to FBA2USA.com for hints and tips getting started on Amazon Seller Central if you live outside the USA, or if you're importing products from outside the USA and want to get to grips with customs and all the things that you need to do to get your product from wherever it starts into the FBA warehouses. Today is a relatively simple one about setup. In the training, I've been asked a couple of times about how you actually use services like border links as your US address if you're a non-US resident. Obviously, for those that have used it before, border links and similar services are services that are designed to let you purchase goods inside the USA, have it delivered to a US address by the merchant, and then use border links to do the on-shipping to your international address. Now, as an FBA seller, you can leverage this in a different way. Amazon Seller Central requires that you nominate a US domestic address as an address for returns, or basically making sure that they can in some way send people somewhere else if there's a customer question that they can't answer, and if the person wants to deal by mail. Amazon wants to make sure not just that your product can be returned, but probably that you can be sent any legal documentation or anything else in the event that a customer has a problem, because Amazon is of course not selling your product, it's just acting as an area for your product to be sold by you to the customer. And they don't want to find that they actually are the only person with a US address that could be contacted by an unhappy customer. So you do need a US address, and when you nominate one using border links, that's really the only step you need to take. The actual use of border links as a venue for your goods to be returned if they're damaged or unsaleable in some other way is an option, but you don't need to use it. If somebody returns the goods that they've purchased from you on Amazon to Amazon and they become unsaleable in that process, Amazon will put them into your inventory, your FBA inventory, as unfulfillable. You then have a choice to have them returned to your nominated US address, or you can have them destroyed by Amazon. Equally, if you return them to a border links address, after 60 days border links will destroy your goods anyway if you haven't requested that they ship them internationally to your other place of business somewhere else in the world. So you see, border links is a workaround. It's not actually a part of your business, it's just a place where you can nominate to overcome the otherwise obstacle of getting onto Amazon if you live outside the USA. So by using border links, you've got a US address for goods that you want to return to yourself, and if not, you can always have them destroyed by Amazon or border links. If you do want to return them to yourself, then of course it's a great service, because that's exactly what they're designed to do. So if you've got a $100 item and all that's happened to it is the box has been damaged and it's unsaleable, you can get border links to return it to you, and then you can sell it in your home jurisdiction or wherever else, or you can send it back into Amazon with your next shipment. So it's a win-win-win. If you want more hints and tips like this, please come to FBA2USA.com. Inside there's about 6 hours of content with all sorts of tips like this, and it's done in a chronological training course that you can complete at your own pace, starting from getting started issues like this one, moving through to getting bigger inside Amazon and using sponsored products and growing your business with content marketing, moving right through to developing into a full e-commerce brand. So if that's where your vision goes and you actually want to make 6 or 7 figures, as is quite possible and is being done by people, probably someone who's quite close to you right now, then come to FBA2USA.com, sign up, and we'll get you started. Cheers.